I'm Self-Made Cool. If y'all don't know, I do the intro to the podcast. I got music out, just dropped a new single, No Regrets. But without any further ado, like I said, I want to thank y'all for coming out. This is Grits and Ed's podcast. Y'all could have been anywhere in the world, but y'all here with us, all right? DJ, go ahead and play that.
Yeah. Woke up in the morning and to God be the glory. Thankful for another day to tell my story. Put my opinions in the universe and let them orbit. I'm from the dirty south with a dirty mouth, might need orbit. Miss things on me like a nigga Norbit. Had to refuse them cause my bitch no Resfusion, she gorgeous. As I dap my sons up and kiss my daughter forehead. Tell them we gon' get this money till my pockets morbid. Remember living in apartments, now we playing mortgage. You ain't gotta like a nigga regardless, baby, I'm blessed. And I keep that blick with me, we like grits and eggs. As you sip your coffee, flick your cigarette and let a nigga
Let me hear it.
Yeah.
We back. Ooh, we back. Next podcast. I'm your host, Deontay Kyle. But who's in front of the camera? My shit janky? Damn. Big Ice Cup Cat. How y'all doing tonight? Oh, man, y'all look good as fuck. Shout out to the sponsor. Aaron Davis in the building. Shout out Aaron Davis. My boy Shaderick in the back. We don't know what episode this is, but this is an episode. So shout out to the sponsors, Dusse, Slim and Huskies, Deontay at DeontayKyle.com for all your inquiries, bookings, all that good shit. Suki is very serious about this. Advice at DeontayKyle.com for all your advice submissions. NMM, you'll be sending your New Music Monday submissions to Big Ice Cup Cat. 657-234-EGGS. That's 657-234-3447. Which I'm not happy to be here or some shit? What's up? Damn, niggas looking at me like, fuck. I'd rather be in Magic City. God damn. Tough crowd, goddamn. Thought y'all was gonna be happy to see me. Big Cat, what's up, baby?
I'm just chilling. Y'all look good. Y'all look all right. That's my heart right there. That's my heart. Yeah, she here. That's my heart. Nah, just we went to high school together. I'm just embarrassing her.
Nigga trying to make this nigga. Ken, why you let him do you like that? Shout out my homegirl Kendra. She went to high school with us, bruh. Y'all know Rachel. Damn, Rachel, where'd you find this? Yeah, Kendra be running marathons and shit. So in case y'all want to pick up something to run, we got something to chase your ass up out of him. God damn, first recorded live show. Give a round of applause for yourselves. You can't see it on this TV, but on that TV back there, we are playing episode 52. That's the episode where I was like, who gives a fuck? Give a fuck about no Grand Canyon, nigga. Y'all remember that episode? Round of applause, you remember that episode. All right, so check this out. We're going to be pressing that episode into a vinyl. You ain't never even heard a nigga pressing no podcast into no vinyl. You know why? Because these niggas ain't talking about shit. My shit going to be like Richard Pryor on the vinyl. You know, nigga go comedy album on the vinyl. Damn, don't nobody want to sit right here? Y'all as introverted as fuck, ain't it? Niggas came in this bitch to be cool as fuck. Yeah, come on. Yeah, come on down. Come on down. Yeah. Oh, shit. Now we got to bring y'all up. That's how this shit go. We ain't no dead spots. Y'all on camera. Act like it. What's up, my boy? How you doing? I'm chilling, bro. Huh? What happened? Oh, yeah, nigga. Nigga now pulled me off the TV. Like, what's y'all name? The Grudge? Not The Grudge. What shot of that hot dog the TV? The ring? Yeah. Nah, y'all, no. Best nigga to ever come out of the TV was Joe Budden. Y'all remember? Y'all ain't seen the Pump It Up video? What the fuck did they have to do with pumping it up? That nigga, yeah. Hey, I'm in the barbershop. Self-Made Cool. Shout out to Self-Made Cool. Give it Self-Made Cool a round of applause. Now, while he may be a rapper, he's a hell of a barber. Y'all see this line up? Yeah, nigga. I was in there today, and before I left, we were watching like R&B videos and shit like that. And guess what video came on? Cry Me a River by Justin Timberlake. Now, this is the thing about that video. That video about a nigga stalking somebody. Bruh, go watch that video when you go home. This nigga's actively stalking somebody. He in her house. In the video, Timberland driving this nigga around to stalk somebody. Beatboxing and shit. And we don't realize it because the nigga hit that high note. Don't it make you sad about it? I was like, damn, I stalked that bitch too. She got me singing like that. Whole time it's about Britney Spears, my nigga. It's insane. Britney had that cat on her. Cat so good it drove her crazy. Real cat. The original big cat.
Oops, she did it again. Hey man, we here tonight, man. Atlanta. What, it's our first show in Atlanta? No, not the meet and greet. First live show. Yeah. Round of applause. Y'all know me, man. Some of y'all don't know me. Some of y'all didn't think I was real, and it's okay. Y'all just heard the voice, and y'all seen the cat pop up one day, and it's like, oh, this nigga's real, and he's really big, and the name fits him. I'm not really a cat. That's Channing. What is his name? That's the real cat. That's the real cat, man.
we not spinning back on that nigga. It was enough, bro. Hey, is it anyway? Shout out to DJ Mommy Popo. Shout out my boy Caleb and his wife Sid, 3 Milli Productions. This is their event space. They helped put this together. I had one more thing I wanted to say.
Come on down to the Kumbaya Coffee Shop.
Oh, goddamn, he got me right, baby. Goddamn. Mm-hmm. So come on down to the Kumbaya Coffee Shop. Get you a Dusse latte. Cavassier latte. Yeah. It'll have your insides running. Flush you right out, baby. If you're a school teacher, be there before 7, you get a free latte. You'll be cussing the kids out before lunch. I promise.
Dusse latte. All the teachers on the Dusse latte gonna stop the school shooter. They go like, I was waiting on this nigga. I was hoping the nigga came. Nah, that's kind of sad. I think this is a very important thing that everybody came and showed up tonight. A lot of times online we talk about community and building community, but we don't want to get out of our bubble. We don't want to be inconvenienced. It's been very easy for y'all to stay home tonight. It ain't no parking out though. You hit $30 at the Magic. Man, I got you, son. Let me take this shit off. Bring Magic City in here. Wait a minute. I say that to say this. We live in a culture of convenience, right? We can all agree on that. All right, I'm finna do my thing, y'all. It's hot as a motherfucker. I say that to say we're losing very essential skills by middleman everything out through a phone. Real love ain't on that phone. Real love is in person. A lot of our conversations that we be having online, we having in mixed company. Now, there's an idea that they're using that against us as ammo. Because we give them our talking points, because we're so vocal about our concerns, it's easy to rage bait us. It's easy to kind of repurpose the things that we deem as important to ourselves and degrade them and downplay them. And then a lot of people view activism as stitching a video. They ain't showing up for no babies. We arguing about who's supposed to give school supplies, no coat drives, whole block full of houseless people out here. Ain't nobody thought twice about them. Essential skills. Going to your grandma's house on Sunday used to mean something, right? So what is the crux of that is food, right? Food is what brings us together. Shout out to Slim and Husky. We're going to have some food in here for y'all tonight because breaking bread with each other is very important. It's an essential part, but it takes effort. I done sat in the kitchen with my grandma and snapped peas before. Pick collards, clean collards. I ain't never cleaned no chitlins. We not doing that. Who? Is the room split on chitlins? Swine, my brother. We going swine? That's how we give it up in Mobile? I say that the convenient part is to DoorDash, right? It's easy. It's easy to just DoorDash a meal. It ain't easy to get taxed like that. Nah, we white tea under this, man. We vibing, bro. We good. Fuck it. This is show business, baby. I ain't know these lights. All of the lights. Let me get a towel. Oh, yeah. Bring me a plate, sister. Hell yeah, brother. Oh, shit. Yeah, we back. I look back on my life fondly of the times where it wasn't nothing but family. The times when your friends was treated like family. Everybody know your folks. You just walk in the house. Everybody leave fed. And through convenience, we've lost essential skills because cooking is hard for some folks. I'm talking about for real. This is probably live show. We're gonna rock out. We ain't no lights with this bright. This is the second live show. The first recorded live show. First live show we did in the blackest city on earth, Jackson, Mississippi. You know what I'm saying? We real FUBU up. Oh. I love you, bro. Give me one more time. Appreciate you, Paula. But how are we gonna we got waters, baby, thank you. How do we as millennials, right? We oftentimes we talk about how we're the premier generation. The generation that lived through the old world and the first inhabitants of the new one through technology. So this technology that's our bag. That's how we get it in. You know, we utilize it better than most people. We get called cringy for it, but we also understand how to put the phones down and just hang amongst each other. But we getting up in age. We all, in our 30s. And at some point, we got to be the ones that's going to keep the family reunions going. We got to be the ones that start organizing Sunday dinner. You can ask Big Cat at my house. We play cards. No phones. We don't stream it. We don't do nothing. It's about spending quality time with your folks. But it got to be done in a space of what we deem is inconvenient, because everything is super convenient now. And with this convenience and the loss of community that comes from that, you feel isolated. And then through that isolation breeds a fear of how to make new friends, how to meet new people, how to be the first person to make that phone call to organize, even if it comes with rejection. Now, I'm a big proponent of local fame. We joke about the Kumbaya coffee shop because there's a coffee shop by my house called Kumba. But I go there, drop my baby off at the bus, take my son to school, go to Kumba, answer my emails there. Everybody there know me. They don't know me from the podcast. They know me because I'm in there every day. That's how you create a third space for yourself. Oftentimes when you have workspaces where people commune and they do their work together, they share coffee, they obviously share interests. They share interests, those interests turn into events. So though everybody here has a shared interest, a lot of people stay at home. And y'all chose to come out. Now, the benefit for me is that we could just throw a show, all right, we'll holler at y'all, see y'all next time. But the reason why I want to organize things like this and throw a mixer afterwards is because you need to get to know somebody you didn't come here knowing. It's not convenient. It may come with the fear of rejection, but it's fear in everything. It take a lot of courage to love somebody. That's probably the scariest thing you can do is love somebody, because you open yourself up to being hurt. But it's a risk we're willing to take with our hearts, but not with our community. Oftentimes people look at fundraising and mutual aid as something that could just be done from a click of a phone. But who gonna get out there and serve the food? Who gonna lend their skills to people in a position that may not be convenient for you? My brother right here, I know he give out free haircuts when it's time to go back to school. They may not be convenient for his bottom line. Rent do. But oftentimes it comes with a position that I know I got it, and I know it's enough. And if it's enough now, it'll be enough tomorrow. And we got to start putting ourselves in a position where we lend our skills to each other. If we're not lending our skills to each other, then we ain't really talking about community. Because what the community gonna be, a whole bunch of niggas that hold phones and record videos? And do what? And we ain't activating nothing? All this shit is cool. This internet shit is cool. I'm purposely using my internet shit to make sure that I shine light in spaces where people often don't. So I don't live in Inglewood, but I made sure that somebody came to me with a proper business plan, and we put that shit together and we raised money, and all them kids got to get their school supplies. They got mental health checks. The houseless got fed. Them babies got free haircuts. The little girls got their hairs braided. And I was looking for something to do something here. And the people I was dealing with, I just didn't find. I ain't find the folks yet, but I'm going to find them. And we're going to do it here too. And I'm going to do it where I'm from. And I'm willing to do it wherever you from, because if I got the reach on the internet, then why I'm not reaching all over the goddamn place? The power of $1. If we got 50,000 people that watch this show every week, and every one of them gave $1, you gonna miss $1? Raise your hand if you're gonna miss $1. Okay then. So it's convenient to get DoorDash, and the 4 for $4, now $40, that's cool. Junior bacon cheeseburger, $20. I don't even understand how that's convenient. Is it convenient? First of all, these is fast food fries. A Wendy fry? As soon as they hand it to you, it get cold. So why do we deem it as convenient? Because you ain't got to do shit. And you mold it up. They don't mold you up. All you do is tap, 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 swipe, 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 swipe. That's easier. And then, I'm going to keep a track on the phone, and it'll be here in 15, 20 minutes. It would have took you 5 minutes to drive there, and you'd have got it for 60% less. So then we start talking about raising money. We start talking about the power of the black dollar. How the fuck, how powerful, I mean, who is it empowering? And y'all see me trued up. I know an Asian happy as a motherfucker right now. Whoever made this shit, I know they got that. That boy put me on tonight. But there needs to be a balance. I don't have no issue with materialism, but there has to be a moderation. There has to be a balance, right? Black folks like to look good. We gonna look good. Everybody in here look good right now. Round of applause for looking good. So I was reading this article, printed out a piece of it. This is the do the knowledge part.
Do the knowledge, nigga.
So, my note, dependence, the loss of basic life skills like cooking, planning, basic problem solving without external aid. How important is writing to your brain? When the last time you wrote something? Make noise for writing. Y'all niggas don't know how they clapping. When the last time you wrote something? Oh, shout out that List Music Club journal. Yeah, I got it right in there. So I did knowledge because I wanted to be accurate about this. So writing, especially by hand, rewires the brain by activating more extensive neural networks, promoting deeper learning, enhancing memory, improving cognitive functions like problem solving and emotional regulation. Gotta regulate. Journaling. Important. Make some noise if you journal. See, it's a word in here that say hippocampus. And I ain't feel like going the hippocampus route tonight. Deeper brain activation. Handwriting engages more of the brain compared to typing, leading to a richer and more complex neural experience. So this also ties into reading, which is why on our Discord we have a book club. I personally like audiobooks because I can speed it up. A little neurodivergence. Let's tell that thing on 1.5. I need them to get to it. I'm taking in a lot of information. I'm gonna get to it. But the most important part of me when I do listen to an audiobook is the notes that I take. So a lot of these talking points that I come up with is me dissecting the information through my notes, putting it in my own words, reading it and writing it from my understanding, right? And then I can deliver the message to y'all in a way that y'all understand it because we all talk the same language, right? Now, that brings me to doom scrolling. Who's guilty? Make some noise for doom scrolling. So the overactive mind is looking, is searching for something, right? Me, sometimes I can't shut it off. Sometimes it's 2 in the morning and I'm thinking about some shit I did in 3rd grade that I'm embarrassed by. I'm like, damn, I ain't have to trip the teacher. Like, doing stupid shit. Ain't no effect on me right now. But then I see my children. I'm like, all right. It's still affecting me. These little niggas is turned up. Doom scrolling is a dopamine slot machine. So a lot of times, we're looking for something just to make us feel good. Partying, drinking, drugging, cool, 21, 22, not so cool, 35. Not so cool. Addictive, addiction, problem. 3 days to recover from one night out, no bueno. But have we found alternative ways of having fun? Do you know how to sit in silence? You got friends that you can just sit in silence with? You dig what I'm saying? A lot of times we're looking for a constant state of stimulation. That shit is definitely impacted by that phone. My mama, it be them damn phones, y'all. It be them phones. Then you mention something and it's just, you can't get rid of it. I was having a Auntie never got me over here. I don't want to talk about it. You know what I'm saying? So I was at this party. Alcohol was involved. And for some reason, the topic of circumcision came up. Don't know why. It was a young lady that brought it up because she was talking about her son, how she did, and all this and that. And, you know, joking, Joning on her own son was crazy. She's like, he got the turtleneck. It's your child, baby. But I say that to say this, like, I be getting all these circumcision ads now. I'm like, bro, what the fuck, bro? What's this about, bro? This shit ain't got nothing to do with me. But we are a population that's plagued with instant gratification and dopamine dependency. So I want to get into a crowd interactive part. Where are my Urshers? Ursher. This is not the Q&A, this is just the crowd interactive part. How does a dopamine dependency lead into rage bait and reactionary behaviors from our community? Anybody got thoughts or opinions on that? How does our dopamine dependency lead us into falling for rage bait and contribute to our reactionary behavior?
Hello, y'all. My name is Mercury. So my opinion on this is, there's actually a really great book called Becoming Supernatural by Joe Dispenza that actually talks about this specifically. But it essentially is, it puts you in an emotional state. So our brain functions in stages of our development, and it goes through an emotional development. And what happens with a lot of people is they become addicted to going through certain emotions subconsciously. So because of that, unbeknownst to you, you're easily triggered in a way that someone can come along and essentially harvest energy from you or get a predictable reaction out of you by knowing essentially what buttons to press, because they can tell that you're in a state of mind that is based from an emotional body or emotional way of thinking, instead of an executive function, which is the function that develops later on in life. You probably heard of it around the time you hit about 25. You're supposed to you're supposed to start to develop this executive function. It takes about 5 years to fully develop. So people get stuck in an arrested development, essentially, and that can happen through ways of trauma or, you know, high adversity. And our people, as you know, have been through immense amounts of trauma and high adversity. So the Willie Lynch novels also talk about this way of mental programming, essentially through the emotional state and keeping someone in an emotional state. So, yeah, that's my, I guess, my take. Thank you.
So, I gotta stand up, my bad. My name is Robert Bailey. How y'all doing? Yeah. Indeed. So I think it's two things. So firstly, we're looking for a distraction. So when you mix that desire for distraction with the ego is the thing that tries to protect your sense of self. It's telling you, I'm a good person, right? And so you go looking for things that are worse than you, things that you can get upset with, things that you can get mad about, but you're not gonna get mad at yourself. You're not gonna look at your own behavior. right? Things like that. Also, your brain is designed to keep you safe, keep you alive. That's its primary function. So when you start scrolling, you're gonna become hooked on the things that are most scary, most infuriating. Shootouts on Instagram, horrible interactions with the police, politicians saying wild stuff, all the things that activate like your survival mechanism, because your brain is like, ooh, here's an opportunity to practice staying alive. Let me get angry at this and send a mean tweet. And it's like, so the two things are happening, the ego and that survival mechanism is kicking in, and you just become hooked on, like your brain is like, yeah, this is what we need. We staying alive, and I'm making you feel like a good person at the same time, and you addicted.
How y'all doing? My name is Dave. Some people call me Super Dave, but so both of these people were very articulate and quite educated. They spoke a lot about the activeness of it, and I talk to my wife all the time about your default emotion. So I feel like you find $20 in your pocket when you wash your clothes, get a little happy, but you might come back down. Something else happened, flat tire, something you go down, but you come back up. So I always talk to my kids in particular about raising their default emotion, like where you walking around it, like your walk around state of mind. And I think a lot of people live in a state of mind where it's frustration based and it's lacking. It's always in lack, it's always in frustration. So I think, along with what they were saying about, the active search for it, there's also like a default level of living where you're just constantly in a state where you're like on a teetering point of ready to fall off, or you ready to go up, like easily manipulated and on your average day by day. That's it.
Yeah, nigga, I ain't seen no shit like this on no podcast before. That's why I like people that listen to my show. I don't even call y'all fans. Y'all know y'all my cousin. Shout out to y'all. So, the point that I get to is before you react, realize what you're dealing with. So, oftentimes we're dealing with emotional and energy vampires. So people, there's a movie, Weapons. Has anybody seen Weapons? Make some noise if you've seen Weapons. Energy vampire, clearly. Giving her life through sucking the life out of other people, right? Now, another. Check. Oh my God. We back. I smashed up the gray one, bought me a red. Every time I hit the parking lot, we turn head. Yeah, this black ass show, nigga. Shout out, round of applause for yourself. Appreciate y'all for sticking with us through the technical difficulties. It's all good. Then what happens when you put shit together yourself? You're trying. Shout out to trying. Shout out to doing it, goddammit. I want to hear some more notes for doing it. Appreciate y'all. All right, where the fuck did we leave off at? Energy and emotional vampires. God damn, aren't they a bitch? So unregulated feelings turn into distraction. So oftentimes I ask myself before, because niggas say fuck shit to me all the time. And I ask myself before I choose to respond, when has this ever changed anything? When has a long comment changed anything? It don't even change your mood for real. Cause now you feeding into it. Now you just like, man, hurry up and respond to this shit, bitch ass nigga. I'm cooking up some more shit for your ass right now. I'm on your page, bitch ass nigga. I knew I was, when I told the nigga his wife looked like Charlie Sheen. This nigga. I I was too far gone, bro. I had to get to him, bro. She did look like Charlie Sheen. You feel me? Like this. I mean, this, you know, if I'm a joke, I'm gonna be accurate. Hater, not a liar. Man, shut up. I didn't really follow you. But then I was like, damn, I do got like 350,000 followers. Like, somebody seeing this shit, like, I'm tweaking. I'm tweaking. Now, no corporate sponsors or nothing like that, so they on the way, believe it. But you got to be mindful of shit like that because them comments and them tweets will fuck your whole brand up. And most times, it's just reactionary. And then what are you reacting to and how is it changing anything? So I started Substack because sometimes I be wanting to respond to shit with like real intellectual, like really break it down to niggas. Like, bro, I can just really express my thoughts in a healthier way somewhere else, away from this nigga with 17 followers. This nigga's frying me right now. This nigga's really got me on the hook, and I'm mad as shit in my bed. Like, I could just put the phone down and go to bed. Because we dealing with energy and emotional vampires, and them unregulated emotions feed into distractions. Now, in what ways, we back to the Q&A. This ain't the Q&A for us, this is a Q&A for y'all. And then we're gonna do a Q&A for us at the end. In what ways has the millennial overcorrected? I'm gonna go first. Now, can't just be cutting your folks off for any old damn thing. If it's harmful, if they deny your identity, if they deny you of your own personal happiness, if you're dealing with some real deal narcissists, I can see you living a happier life without them. I can also see you just saying somebody a narcissist because they don't agree with you. And you hear that word being tossed around a lot. So we gotta weigh our things out because a part of our breakdown in our community, a part of the reason why we're not carrying on certain traditions that breed strong communities is because we sometimes refuse to have a diversity of thought. Everybody's not gonna see everything the same way. But if you steadfast in your opinion and your stance, it shouldn't matter. Now people get a little disrespectful towards you. Sometimes you gotta fight your auntie. Sometimes auntie gotta square up. Aunt come in this shit drunk and fuck tripping. Might got a DDT on ass. Put that nigga right through the Thanksgiving table. You hear me? But it could still be love, right? So I want to talk about the importance of independent black media after this and whose responsibility it is to carry it on. But I'm gonna open it up to y'all. In what ways do we feel like the millennial has overcorrected? Ursha.
Hey everybody, I'm Rachel. How y'all doing? Find this. One of the ways is that as we're in that millennial age where we got kids that are like preteens and young adults. What I found is that, of course, most of us are trying to build generational wealth. We're trying to make it easier for our kids to be in the world, but sometimes we bulldoze it to the point where we never let them reach a challenge. And so they never learn how to figure something out. Somebody has always hopped in and said, I'm gonna fix it for you, don't worry about it. And a lot of times we realize that some of what made us who we are and get us to where we are is because at some point we had to figure something out. And not necessarily figure out how to live or how to get, your basic needs, but just, hey, this is something I'm not used to. I might have to sit down and try to tangle with it. But we don't let them tangle with stuff anymore. And that's also learned coming into bleeding over into work, bleeding over into, well, this is hard, so I'm just gonna put this down right now and let somebody else figure it out. So I think that we gotta get back to not letting them get it through the mud or not giving them opportunity to have things, but let them figure it out sometimes. Like, I know it's like we want to jump in and say, I don't want you to struggle. I don't want you to be disappointed. I don't want you to, feel sad because it didn't happen. Hey, that'll give you a chance to try something again. Figure it out. So I think that's why we overcorrected a little bit on that.
Any other thoughts? Aaron Davis.
This is a little serious and unserious at the same time. We don't dance at parties no more. And I think, just in general, I think we're too embarrassed by how we are perceived in the world, how people perceive us, like the way that people videotape everything nowadays. We've overcorrected to where we don't really enjoy ourselves when we go out anymore. And I think that that's an overcorrection that needs to definitely be flipped. Dance. Even if you're a terrible dancer, I suck. Like, I ain't got no rhythm. I'm one of the black people that don't have no rhythm at all, for real, for real. But I'm a dance just when I'm having a good time, So that's my thought.
We're gonna give it to her in 1 second, but when we was, all right. This is my life, guys. All right, I'm the one to say that before we proceed. So when we was in LA, Tyler, the creator, had invited us to his private listening party, right? The reason why I don't have no footage is because he made everybody lock their phone up because he said the album was for dancing. And he knows that people have that fear of perception. So he wanted to give everybody an opportunity to break away from this feeling of being perceived and just cut loose. And that sugar on my tongue came on. I was like, that bitch hitting all tight. What? That nigga, that sugar on my tongue. That shit hard. That video freaky as fuck. Oh, Tristan was turned up in there. Y'all, now, hold on, let me tell y'all something. This nigga Tyler ran down on me and was like, I hate light-skinned niggas on my mom. I was like, nigga, you invited me. He's like, not you, I love you. Y'all know how that nigga talk. Tristan was geeking in that bitch, you hear me? Round of applause for Tristan. So, y'all know how like everybody always complimenting like, oh my God, the way these videos are edited be cracking me up. That's your boy right there. Yeah. That big cat animation, even though the animation was made by Suki, it's Tristan that created the background and all that good shit. So shout out to Tristan, man. If y'all ever been to a meet and greet or seen me speak live, y'all know I always shout out my team. Because when I was doing this shit by myself, man, these shit come out like once a month. Nigga, I'm editing this shit on CapCut. Whole episode on CapCut. That crazy. That shit for clips. I'm putting 2 hours on that bitch. Fucking the storage up on my shit. We're gonna let this young lady give her answer to where she feel like millennials have overcorrected, and then we're gonna get into the importance of black media. But before that, shout out to our sponsors, Dusse and Slim and Huskies. This is a production, guys. You know what I'm saying? You gotta shout the sponsors out. And shout out 3 Minute Productions one more time.
Hello, my name is Lauren. I'm sorry. Oh, sorry. Hello, my name is Lauren. I low-key kind of forgot what I was gonna say, but it's okay.
The topic is millennial overcorrection.
Yes.
Right.
So in my career, I see this all the time. I train people for a living, and unfortunately, we've trying to swing the ball all the way to the other side of the spectrum, just to kind of overcorrect what our parents did to us. And in that same breath, we kind of therapize everything. So the whole not disturbing my peace is kind of keeping us in a bubble and keeping us isolated. I can understand solitude, but isolation is very dangerous. I feel like Yante speaks on community all the time. So without that, with that overcorrection, we are listening to our own thoughts and making our own decisions and not feeding into a source or whatever the case may be. So that isolation can be dangerous because the more you isolate, the more you consume, and it's not in a good way. So.
So one of the reasons why I was snapping on niggas that love esoteric knowledge is because this is a isolated group of people who think like this, right? Only a few niggas in the world think you can get to Africa through the Grand Canyon. Only a few. The few. The proud. Sometimes I just say shit to make myself laugh. Like, they're veterans. they're in their own army. But I say that to say, all of this is connected. Everything I talked about tonight is connected. This culture of convenience, us constantly seeking dopamine hits, all of it is connected in the sense that we will put ourselves in a feedback loop. We will be online only talking to people that agree with us. And then, y'all notice that I don't never like try to activate people to go at anybody, because that's corny as fuck. Because you're using people that only agree with you to be like, get them. It's mob mentality, right? That's not communal. That's dangerous. Because how far can I take it? A little Kool-Aid. Niggas like Kool-Aid? That's how far niggas take it. You dig what I'm saying? So we got to keep ourselves out of echo chambers, right? If you haven't heard an opposing thought in a while, you in a dark space. People need to disagree with you. You need to disagree with other people. You need to have conversations with those people in a civil manner. Now, those things aren't going to happen online because it's not good for engagement. It's not good for you to make a video and say, you know what, brother? You're right. And this is why I feel like you're right. And this is where I was wrong. That shit might get 32 likes. And that's why we in it, right? These dopamine hits, like I said, that scrolling, that internet is a slot machine of dopamine. You just constantly just, maybe I was 777 on that. And then you find that 1777 and now you up till 4 a.m. on that phone and you gotta be up at 5:30 for work. This shit get nasty. That's dark. Look, the way my brain works, I got a lockbox for my phone, and I got like an analog alarm clock, cause I gotta get out that bitch. I gotta be over at 5:45, take my baby to the bus, gotta take my son to school. It's a lot of shit we got going on. And when you stuck in that position where you like, fuck it, I just ain't gonna go to sleep. Well, you in for a hell of a day. You are in for a day, brother. When you say, fuck it, I'm not going to bed. Nigga. Now, we all know I used to do drugs. We're amongst friends. But I'm saying that to say, sometimes you got to put that bitch down. Also, too, when we go back to this conversation about community, why don't we seek dopamine in person anymore? Because this the real shit. Most folks don't want to fight.
Real talk. Real talk.
Shit get real civil when you have a disagreement in person. Cause when I be like, all right, fuck it then, what's up? Nigga be like, you know what, brother? Big cat behind nigga forget this my co-host, they start thinking nigga security or something. But the thing is that you can have a lot more civil conversations and disagreements in person. There has to be a way for us to do things like this, to commune with one another outside of a church, because we all know we're very split about religion. But what I can say about that religion is it did bring us together ritualistically. On time, every Sunday. Mom Dusse ain't play about church, right? So this was a time for communion. How many times your mama told you, we finna go in 5 minutes, you're there a whole another hour and 30. They're communing. They're exchanging ideas, they're exchanging thoughts. They're getting dopamine hits in real life. And that's sustainable, right? The shit online is gonna have you searching and seeking like a junkie. That's just reality. And it's gonna turn you to, you ever seen a child addicted to that phone? That's some junky shit. Okay? So the importance that I speak to, not only with community, is black media. And what we deem as black media. And whose responsibility is it to create black media? Now, this is black media. The people in the back, the people who are on this event space are black people. Cameraman black, photographer black, the usher's black, the cameraman black, everybody black in this bitch. Okay? That's how we kicking it. It's our responsibility, right? Now, Jet Magazine, Ebony, Source, Essence, Vibe Magazine. These are all black media outlets that we absorbed growing up. This was everywhere. We seen ourselves mostly everywhere, and these things were very prominent. This is how we had funding to create the Source Awards. Wow, shit got a little hectic at the Source Awards. That was our shit. While we may experience some technical difficulties in the room, that's our shit. How do you recreate this time and time again offline without it having to be a fucking money grab? You dig what I'm saying? Because most niggas, if they gonna feed you and give you liquor and all this and that and give you a show and the dance and the shit, like nigga, $200 a ticket. This is Atlanta too. They're gonna charge you for parking. They're gonna charge you to get on the elevator. Have a nigga right there. Going up? That'll be $5. So, when we do the Friendsgiving live recording in November, it's gonna be more of the same. It's a recording, we're gonna have an intermission, then we're gonna have a mixer afterwards. We're gonna vibe, we're gonna talk, we're gonna exchange ideas. You're gonna get to know somebody you ain't come here with because y'all already got something in common. But how do we continually recreate black media? I think one of the ways that content creators, I'm talking to you, content creators can do this is by diversifying where their media is, right? If you have videos where you're giving out these long-ass dissertations about a topic that you're extremely interested in, why aren't you writing about it as well? If we talk about the fact that we have a literacy issue in this country, we're not giving anybody anything to read. People want to hear your thoughts, right? So why ain't you writing? This is why I started my Substack, because you can give a nigga a bullet recommendation all day, but I be cussing and saying nigga in my articles. And everybody might not relate to academic speak. So you might have to come meet people where they at. So, last question for the audience before we get in y'all questions for us. No, it is our responsibility. I already covered that it's our responsibility, right? All right. How do we create and sustain more black media within ourselves independently?
How y'all doing? My name is Krishana Davis. I started my...
Give it up for Krishana Davis.
So I currently work in media, but I started my career working for black media. I work for the Afro-American newspaper in Baltimore, which is my hometown. And it was important to me... Don't do this. You're going to hear the accent come out. Don't do it. But it was important to me for two reasons. So along with the Afro-American newspaper, we had the Baltimore Sun, which I also worked at later. The big issue was they had an issue with bringing on black reporters to the Baltimore Sun, but they would bring on a white reporter who worked down the street, had the same education, but wouldn't hire you. So the first thing is, we're not being hired by a lot of these white media companies. They don't want your words until it's cute, until it's cool, until it's trending, right? And so don't give up your intellectual property just for these white spaces when you wouldn't give them for black spaces. That's one. The second is also ensuring that we're able to keep it independent. I get that people want to build a brand and they want to be able to then take a step back and sell that brand. But when you do sell it to white people and corporations, inherently it's going to lose what it had. it's going to lose the foundation, it's going to lose the people, and eventually it's going to start to water it down. You're going to start seeing the ads change. You're going to start see what it talks about change. And so I'm not going to ever make someone feel bad for selling, but I am going to tell us that if we want to keep black media and sustain black media, you got to buy it, you got to support it, and you got to not sell it, right? Because we've seen that has changed inherently the landscape of black media, and they still exist. The Afro-American newspaper still exists in Baltimore, so make sure it's a national publication. You should read it. Everybody should pick it up. But more broadly, there's maybe 5 black newspapers that still exist across the country. Chicago Defender is one. There's the Washington Informer in DC. So pick them up. When it comes to more broadly, I think you made the biggest point, which is support everywhere and diversify, because we know that we don't own these platforms, and I'm waiting to see a black creator really build a platform where we can put our words on it online.
Amen, 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 amen. Look to your neighbor, say neighbor. Yeah, y'all niggas ain't come to church. My bad. I wasn't even say shit nowhere. So, speaking to diversity, right? You should healthily ingest media that you don't necessarily agree with, because you got to see what these folks talking about. I just had, y'all know on TikTok it'd be on this day, and they show you what you did. I was making a video about Charlie Kirk a year ago, called the nigga an intellectual racist. I got that bitch on my phone. I was gonna post it. I was like, I got shit to do today. I don't feel like dealing with neo-Nazis right now. But I oftentimes will listen to Republican talking points and, get into that bag, see what they over there hollering about, because they be talking crazy as fuck. But at the same time, if I'm on Camp Creek, I'm taking that Muslim newspaper because I want to see what they talking about. I might not do my shahada, but I'm finna go see what these folks talking about. I think it's important to have a diversity of thought. Understand all sides, so long as their side isn't rooted in hatred, right? I'm not trying to be understanding to a nigga that want me dead. You dig? That ain't nothing to understand. Only thing I understand about that is motherfucking click, boom. Any other thoughts to how we can build and sustain our own independent black media?
All right, so boom. All right. So, graduated from college in 2019 with a degree in media studies, mass communication. Really, the biggest thing that I learned in school that I think affects how we as a society moves is how well can we understand the media that we're interacting with? Media literacy is so important, okay? Okay. So one of the big things for me, especially in the day and age that we live in now, is AI and how AI is taking an opportunity to absolutely fuck with people's minds. And they're not taking the opportunity to disseminate between, okay, this is real, this is not real, okay, how do I interact with this, how do I move forward? One of the best things that you can do, for your community is to take an opportunity to teach people what is a credible source, what is not a credible source, because a lot of people, they build their entire foundations for how they live their lives off of sources that, quite frankly, are meant to twist your mind in a way to make you move for somebody else's intentions, right? The best thing that you can do for your community is teach people how to read, teach people how to interact with movies, TV, things of that nature, and give people an opportunity also on top of that to have discussions with one another, because a lot of people take in media, and we have this thing now where it's anti-intellectual to say, oh, I don't want to talk about that shit. I don't want to hear about that. I don't want to know. Discuss it. I'm not reading that. Yeah, I'm not reading that. I'm not reading all that. No, if you actually care about growing as an intellectual, growing as a creative, you have to be able to interact with things to understand why people made decisions, understand why they chose, say, this song over that song, or that color over that color. Everything that you see, everything that you interact with on your phone is sending you a message all the way down into your subconscious. If you don't understand what's being said to you, it will change your mind without you even realizing it. So take the opportunity to learn about how to disseminate, right, evaluate, and then process and share with other people, okay?
Nigga made me proud, bro. Goddamn Tristan, man. This nigga might be my competition, bro. This nigga a sleeper, so it's like, I'm gonna edit the podcast and I'm gonna take it over. I love you, bro. Fuck, what do you say after that? You know what I'm saying? Just let that nigga cook. So I will say that I am very happy and grateful, tremendous amount of gratitude to see y'all show up here. It is very stressful putting these events together. There's a lot of moving parts. There's a lot of people that you want to make happy in the process. So even 15 minutes up before y'all even showed up, I was like, man, what the fuck is going on in this bitch? Get this shit together. But you gotta goddamn care about the shit you put in. Check. You gotta care about it. We need a quality a standard of quality that we have to raise for one another. I'm not just gonna throw some shit together because it's niggas coming. I'm actually gonna do the opposite and try to at least roll out whatever red carpet I can find. Even if I gotta hand sew that bitch, we're gonna roll that bitch out. So the purpose of these more intimate shows is to create a space where people can interact with one another in a space of like-mindedness. Even if we all come from diverse backgrounds, we may not see things the same way. There is a through line, right? Everybody enjoys this show. They enjoy it for their own reasons. I enjoy doing it. I enjoy doing it with people I love. But more importantly, I enjoy these moments where we get to come out and connect with one another, because it's important to us to be able to exchange ideas in a space where, even though this camera rolling now, and it won't be in about 20. You know what I'm saying? Get your shit out. So thank y'all. Put your hands together for yourselves. God damn it, I'm good. God damn, right to the minute. We're gonna open up the floor for questions from y'all, for me and Big Cat. Who wanna go first? All right, well, fuck y'all. Nah, yeah, we're good. Oh, my boy Super Dave.
Big Cat, I need you to get more consistent on the New Music Monday, bro.
Hold on, time out.
Nah, come on. Nah, for real. Look, let me rephrase it.
No, you're right, though. You're right.
Let me rephrase it. I genuinely enjoy New Music Mondays and would absolutely love to see more of them. And I rap, but I ain't saying nothing.
Look, bro, I'm gonna keep it real with you, bro. That's my fault. I edit them shit. So sometimes I'm like, oh shit, today is Monday. Tell them next Monday. So that's on me. That ain't on Big K. He just the host, man. I be goddamn. I'm finna. Tristan, you wanna start editing this Monday?
Oh, that's funny.
It's like manipulator, nigga. Right on the spot. Put a nigga on the spot. I just fucking with you. Now we'll get more consistent. We started out bi-weekly. we have received some exciting news regarding New Music Monday, which is going to definitely be a motivator to be more consistent. But yeah, the Ice Cups is coming back. Bruh, say something there. All right, bitch.
I'm a drive, and I rap sometimes. I listen to y'all. I listen to everything.
Oh, man, you got the trade then. Fuck it, bro. We good. You know, we trying to get them out the booth anyway. Shout out to all my tradesmen out there, man, and women. Any other questions?
All right, y'all. I'm Megan, and my question, that feels real AA. Somebody talked about, I think it was you, that talked about like raising your normal state or whatever. What do y'all do to get y'all levels up when you're not feeling like 100%?
What I usually do is I read, and I will also go over my daily mathematics every day. That's what I do.
What's today's mathematics?
Today is the 26th. That is wisdom equality. To have wisdom is to have knowledge. First, you have to have knowledge to have wisdom. So when you get the knowledge to know what you're talking about, you have the wisdom to spread that knowledge. And then understanding is to be not understanding. To have equality is to be equal in the mind and in the body. That's what that means.
Original man speaking. I wish we had a little drop. Do the knowledge, nigga. Yeah, we got 5%ers on the podcast too. You ain't know nothing about that. For real, I just go for a walk, bro. No phone, no headphones. I just let my folks know, look, I'll be back 30:45. Sometimes I really just need to detach. Sleep. A fucking nap, that'll change every damn thing. I ain't had no nap today. I've been up since 4 a.m. I had got me a puppy and shit yesterday. Yeah, all my ass nigga shit in my house. I'm mad as fuck. I was for the kids, you know, get this nigga out of here. But I think as much as my mind be racing and as much as I'm seeking information all the time, I do have to spend a lot of time dumping shit. So writing is a big part for me because oftentimes I forgot where I learned this technique. Probably in a lecture. I be watching a lot of lectures and shit. Just write, like endlessly, no point, no thoughts, just really just get it all out. And go back and read that shit in like 3-4 days. You can go, this nigga tweaking. This nigga got some other shit going on. But I will say this too. I did just have my first therapy session this week, bro. That nigga was cooking me. I was like, shit. Here I am thinking I got it all figured out. But yeah, that's it. Just silence and dumping, like just getting all the bad thoughts out. And honestly, I had to change the way I talk to myself too, cause I think the older you get, the more you realize like how much your parents' voice play a role in your shit. So then, the way I was talking to myself, I was like, damn, that's how my mama used to talk. Well, fuck that. So and sometimes you gotta shout the bad thoughts out. Y'all was like, if you had a camera in my motherfucking house, you think I was out my goddamn mind. But it's cause sometimes it be bad thoughts, you like, say them bitches out loud, get them shits off, get them bitches up out. But yeah, that's the method to the madness type shit. Freako. Do we got any more questions for me or Big Cat? Oh, okay.
My name is Josiah. I'm an alcoholic. No, I'm just
Everybody say hi, Josiah. 1, 2, 3.
So I just wanted to ask, I know y'all had said something about like a Alice in Wonderland Halloween party. I ain't seen nothing else about it. I wanted to go to it.
You 21, bro?
I'm 22.
All right, good. So, funny enough, I did just do an interview with Jasmine, who is the person that is putting that event together. So it has changed from Allison and one. Allison. Alice in Wonderland to Sinners in Wonderland. So it would be, I guess, a little blend. Like you could show up as the Mad Hatter, but you stack too, type shit. Or just show up as stack, or just show up as the Mad Hatter, bro, pulling up as cornbread, popping shit in there. You know what I'm saying? Ferg, I'm not. It's Halloween, bro. But I was gonna be like the rabbit and shit, but now I'm like rethinking. You know what I'm saying? I might show up as Sammy. Might come that bitch drunk like Delroy Lindo. What you say? Fuck that nigga got going on. He trying to get me to pull that Young Thug cover. But yeah, October 31st, it will be on Campbellton Road. It is a Sinners in Wonderland. The episode will drop next Saturday. So all the information about it and a little bit more about the person that's putting it together will drop next Saturday. Any additional questions?
What up, though, everybody? My name is Justin Edwards. What's going on? I just got a quick question. What's been the most fulfilling through this whole journey of y'all rise up to notoriety and everything? Like, y'all are huge. I heard y'all. Episode 52 was actually the first episode I listened to. So, yeah.
For me, it's to see him do his thing. I've always been in this corner when he was rapping. Like, I would just pull up to the studio with him. He'll call me. He used to live in Alabama. He would call me. I'm in Georgia. Come to the studio. Cool. That's my dog. So I would just pull up. And then one day he said, fuck this rapping shit. I'm not doing it no more. I'm going to do a podcast. Okay, cool. That's my dog. I support him. Whatever he do. He has a beautiful mind in the way that he thinks. And he always asks questions. And he's always doing the knowledge, for real. So the most fulfilling thing to me is to see him rise. That's what I always wanted for him. Even when he was rapping, I was like, yo, you gonna be big, bro. And he was like, I'm taking you with me. But I was like, what the fuck I'm gonna do? I don't rap. But one day he called me and said, hey, bro, I'm doing the visuals for the podcast. Come work the camera for me. We had this little Canon camera. You had to push the button every 12 minutes because it resets. So I pushed that button, and then it just kind of grew from there. As far as I'm concerned, like my role into the podcast, you would just hear me projecting from the background. Y'all, who the fuck is that in the back talking? It was me. I didn't even have a mic for like the first, 60 episodes?
Nah, you got a mic like episode like 38.
Yeah, but I ain't even really use it like that because I ain't like, what the fuck am I doing? I didn't know what I was doing. But, I just kind of used our friendship to build up and help him because he would have like dead spots and he would not talk. And I'd be like, no, you can't do that, bro. You got to keep talking. So I would just punch like little one-liners in. But yeah, man, seeing the love that he get when we go out, when people call his name. I seen a nigga stop a car in traffic and high five, well, I fuck with you, boy, and drove off. I said, God damn, it almost caused an accident. But yeah, man, I always knew he was gonna be big, man, and I always pride myself off of love and loyalty. And you do stuff. I didn't worked the camera because I thought I was gonna get something out of it. I worked the camera because shit, he needed me to. He could have got anybody to do that, but he called me and I was like, shit, I got you. So that was the thing. So, you know, in Jackson, I gave him his flowers. Like, I really gave him a bouquet of flowers. I was like, bro, I love you. And, you know, you doing your thing, bro. I love you for real.
He always do this every time we go live. Every time we do a live shit, and nigga get real, like, I be over here, I'm like, Billy. I love you too, bro. I think it's all fulfilling, bro. I've been a talkative motherfucker my whole life. Talkative as hell. So the fact that I'm seeing success in the thing that used to get me in trouble, like, one thing about me, I have straight A's. That shit is talks excessively. That boy talking. And then it go from that to just poor conduct. So I didn't really see for a long time like any path for myself. The reason why I advocate for trade so hard is because that shit gave me some time to myself to decompress, and it made me feel fulfilled. It made me feel like I was doing something important, bro. Like, they'll pop shit like, oh, you know, truck drivers, they keep the country moving, but like, that's a real thing. They actually do. So like, I actually had a job that I had to take pride in, and that shit was taking care of my family. Even if I had to get away from them for 2-3 weeks at a time, I was fulfilled doing that. So just being able to be provisionary. So the fact that I'm in a position now where I can be provisionary and I don't gotta be his way as much, even though, you know, this shit, you know, I'm going to New York next week, Detroit the week after that. They get it already because I had to do it 3-4 weeks at a time, but now I'm just 2-3 days and I'm back. So getting to spend more time with my children, not having to say no out of necessity, shit like that, bro.
Okay. Dead or alive, each of you, dream interview.
That's a good one.
See how they gotta take a second to think about it?
That's dead. You already, he know me. Yeah. Yeah, DMX for sure. 99 for sure. Yeah. Alive, Hove for sure. And on some intellectual shit, I would like to interview Marcus Garvey. Yeah. Shout out to our sponsor, it's The Rock.
All right. A lot of my, the two that come to mind is Fred Hampton and James Baldwin, but they both passed. Rest in peace, Assata Shakur. Alive, I'm gonna let the living come to me, man. I'm gonna let the living come to me. I'm in the attraction business. I don't really think about that type of shit. If I had this, I would say this, just right now, just based on like comedy, cause I know I like comedians and shit. I like to interview the dude Josh Johnson. Yeah. If I had to choose one, Brad is very interesting. He single-handedly changed comedy. He was dropping a special a week. And it wasn't he that funny that he could just go out there and do an hour, but he recording it. So I think he's very interested in the opportunities that's been brought to him, especially the way that we like to control blackness. He doesn't show up in a space where people would consider, like, people would hit him with that talk white shit. But that man is an extremely intellectual person. And his background couldn't be blacker than anybody else. Like, I'm a real nigga. So, yeah, I think alive Josh Johnson, dead James Baldwin, Or Fred Hampton? What you saying, sir? What, Kendrick?
Freddie Gibbs hollered at us. You know what I'm saying? Freddie Gibbs hollered at us. I don't want to live. I'm living. Come to me. Shut up.
Say it in the camera. Hey, you point it in the camera and say
See, this is what y'all don't understand, cuz this was how niggas be jumping the gun. Already put that together, my nigga. I already got that in motion, brother. Shout out to Rabbit, though. And y'all start calling that man Freddie Gibbs, bro. That man's an amazing rapper. Y'all start doing that, bro. Ain't nobody airing out what you do behind closed doors. Huh? Nah, his old lady. You know what I'm saying? Hey, man. You know what I'm saying? I've been so crazy. Let grown people be grown, man. That's all I'm saying. Cause y'all be doing the grown up too. Start acting like that. You know. Damn, it's only so many positions. All right, well, that feel like a good place to end. Look to your neighbor, say, neighbor, it's only so many positions. Cleanse the palate, my brother. All right, this is gonna be the last question. All right, real quick, conductor. We're gonna take this last question. We're gonna do our sign off. It'd be hard for me to say goodbye. Can y'all notice that on the episodes? It be taking me a little while. I got the whole Absol outro. I don't even be hitting. I just gotta start hitting that bitch and go. Shout out Absol, my nigga. What the fuck? Okay. We're gonna answer the last question from my brother. What's your name, brother? Rob. My brother Rob. He gonna cleanse the palate from the freaky shit, and then we're gonna do an intermission. Now the intermission is gonna be 20 minutes. You're gonna get up. You're gonna walk out of that door, or walk out of that door in the back. What would the ushers prefer? Would you prefer that everybody go out this way? Okay. How about this? From Orange over, y'all go that way. From here over, y'all go that way. Huh? You need 5 minutes? No, we got one more coming. I'm saying. All y'all need is 5 to 10? And we're going to do 15. So, we're going to do 15-minute intermission in that lobby. Y'all go shop at that merch table. We do have them exclusive grits hats that y'all have seen me wearing here lately. There's only 20. Handle your business. Suki got the merch table out there. Lauren is out there with the Let's Music Club books. So y'all go patronize the merch ladies and gentlemen. Gentleman in the back, Dre Smith, is the one who created the hats. Give it up for Dre Smith. We good? Everybody say 10-4. Brother Rob.
Give us some brand building game, bro. You know what I mean? Whatever, if somebody was starting out trying to build a brand, what's the sauce?
Just stay consistent, even if you don't see like what you want, the outcome you want to see. Even if you like have a podcast and you're only getting 5 views, that's 5 people that you're reaching, and those 5 people go tell another 5 people. So just stay consistent, even though it takes time. When we first started, shit, we was geeked off 20 views, then they went to 500 views. We were like, shit, we were like, shit, yeah. Then they got to like 20,000. We were like, oh shit, we them niggas, huh? We them niggas. But yeah, just stay consistent. That's all.
You couldn't tell niggas shit. Not on YouTube. I got 100K on YouTube. There ain't nothing to sneeze at. Nigga, tell me shit for like a week. I'm finna quit my job then. I'm 100K on YouTube. Fuck these niggas and this lumber. Real shit, bro. You can't be afraid of what you gonna lose, right? So, what's your name? What's your name, baby? Krishana. To Krishana's point, a lot of times people are building things to sell them. But if you building a brand of your own, that ain't Microsoft, nigga. That's you. That's your identity. You gonna sell your identity? Like something you built up. Like if you build a product, service, depending on what its function is, get your bag. You make an app, get your bag. If your brand is you, ain't no selling that shit. Cause they gonna repackage you into some shit that ain't nothing like you, right? So, let my brother Freako be an example. No, he don't let nobody compromise his art style. He gonna put what he wanna put on that paper, whatever in their mind, it's gonna come out on that paper. So don't be quick to sell, and don't ever have a goal to sell. Big part of my philosophy is just not giving a fuck. I don't care. I don't care. There's 8 billion people in the world. Somebody gonna agree. Even if you got 1% of 8 billion, like my nigga, you're up. You're up forever. But be patient. The hardest thing is like that competition shit. You looking at what other people doing. Anytime I ever looked at people that was doing better than me, I looked at what they was doing and what I could take from it and apply to myself. Not like they don't deserve it or like I be saying, you know niggas DM like niggas be in my comments like I be saying this shit, man. This nigga don't fuck with me. I can say that. I can start a podcast. Well, do it, nigga. Bitch, nigga. And you body butter selling ass niggas, stop making videos about me. Yeah, we in a live show with it, John Cannon. Cut that out. The power of editing. Nah, I'm just playing. And beef with these niggas, man. Nah, but nah, like real shit, just stay your course, bro. Like because at the end of the day, it's gonna be you living with you, bro. Like I be sleeping good as a bitch, cause I ain't compromising myself. I'm not like inhuman. I'm still human. So like people saying crazy shit about you, that shit hurts you. But like at the end of the day, you like, bruh, I don't know these niggas. They don't know me. So reflect on how the people around you feel about you and what they saying. And hopefully you got some real people in your corner where if you slipping, they'll let you know you slipping. If you on some fuck shit, they'll let you know you on some fuck shit. And if they say you on fuck shit, believe them. Because like them likes, them followers, the views, all that shit don't matter. Like if it create a space of isolation for you. Because when you isolated, you ain't now you stuck with the vultures. Niggas be eating. So yeah, bro, be yourself, be patient. Put out quality content. Don't rush, be thoughtful. You know what I'm saying? Don't just say shit just to say it. Don't be rage baiting people. Was that the Oscar shit? Trying to play me up my shit. I was just playing. All right, but yeah, in a nutshell, bro. And like, fuck them.
Another thing is to piggyback off something he said. Always have like a good team around you. Even though y'all see him all the time, he's the face of it. Tristan offered his services to get the product out because he's seen the potential in it. Suki offered her services as the graphic designer, and I'm just his damn friend, I guess. But nah, I'm just playing. That's my boy. So yeah, because there's been times I stopped the whole show and said we putting this shit out. He was just on there just talking about nothing, and I'm like, no, we're not doing that. And then the next day we came back and he hit a home run, you know. But yeah, just have people around you that's like-minded and have the same vision as what you're trying to do. And then once the business has grown for us, now I have New Music Monday. You see what I'm saying? It's just something that happened. It wasn't because I was looking for it. It was just, I was blessed enough to do it. It was an alley-oop. He gave it to me. Because the business had got too big, he couldn't do it. Yeah. But yeah, that's all I had to say.
I'll say, yeah, to that point, to Big Cat's point, collaboration is very important. All this, like, if you don't know how to do it, you gotta learn how to do it. Man, fuck all that, man. It's people out here, whatever you good at, be great at it. And then find the people that are great at the things you don't know how to do. I don't know how to edit. I could probably throw some shit together. I ain't cold like this nigga. I ain't no illustrator like Suki. I ain't no ad lib. This one of my best friends, bro. So like I'm in a space where I get to do this shit where I'm comfortable, bro. You know what I'm saying? Cool. This is one of my other best friends. Did the intro. I know he cold, but this idea of it's me, and I'm gonna do it myself, and it's like, oh, I don't want to cut that pie up. It's people in here that help put this together. My brother does. Be right, Alex. It's people that I have been in collaboration with. 3 Milli. You just be a collaborator, bro. Like, man, bless the check down. Niggas want to keep as much as they can to themselves. That's how you block your blessing. Sometimes you could have got a brick out the plug. You ran off with an onion. That onion go quick. That brick forever. Get some bricks, my nigga. And just like that, shout out to our sponsor, Dusse. Shout out to him at Slim and Huskies providing the food. 3 Milli Production, 3 Milli Studios, Caleb and Sid. Thank y'all for giving us this space. Thank y'all for collaborating with us. Tristan, appreciate you, brother. Dutch, be right. Alex, love, appreciate y'all. Thank all of y'all for showing up. And last but not least, thank my brother, Big Ice Cup. Give it up for my brother, Big Ice Cup. This has been our first live recording of the Grits and Eggs podcast. I'm your host, Deontay Kyle, but who's in front of the camera?
Sweet face killer. Big Ice Cup cat.
Yo, son. I don't know what episode this is. I hate ending the show. So until next time, guys, we'll fuck with you.